Hey everybody, happy Halloween. That's today for me. I just wanted to check in. I've been out fishing several times and just not enough happened to warrant a decent video, so didn't want to waste anybody's time. I almost feel like this is deja vu because I've started those videos that you might never see this same way. But anyway, I haven't been feeling very creative. The fishing has sucked. I was thinking, what could I do to kind of, jumpstart or just get something out there, especially because now I'm getting close to 400 subscribers, which obviously is more than I've ever had. So, I want people to know what this channel is all about, even in a time where nothing good is happening. So, what do sitcoms do when they run out of ideas or when there are contractual obligations for the actors? I guess that's not an issue here. They do a clip show. So I'm going to do a clip show, but the theme of today I think is good for especially people that are new to the channel, or people that just want to watch one video and leave a negative comment and not really know what this is all about. So what we're going to do this in two parts. I'm going to talk about my 10 most viewed videos, and then part 2 will be me making recommendations, like my top 10 videos, the ones that I would want you to watch. These ones, not necessarily, and I'll have stuff to say about each one. So I'm gonna talk, and as I keep talking, we'll show you little clips from each video. So we're gonna do this as starting at at number 10 and down to my number 1 most viewed video. So number 10 is bullets found hurt foot while fishing the Bronx River. I might not have the title completely right there, but yeah, this was about a year ago where I found some like a case of bullets in the Bronx River. But the more, and maybe I overreacted for the bullets, calling the police and everything. You never know, but the lasting thing from that video was my foot. I had about 6 doctor visits. They couldn't find a break. Then I had an MRI. It turns out I have something called an edema, which is a deep bone bruise. I had to go to physical therapy for about 3 months. Then the pandemic hit. I would have probably kept going to physical therapy. My foot is almost completely better now, but it's weird. It's like that arthritis thing where when it gets rainy outside or something, you can feel it. It's like tender. So yeah, I mean, I caught a lot of sunfish. I don't know how exciting that is for people, but yeah. So that was number 10, and that was 706 views. Number 9 was at 729 views is Rockland Lake Does It Bass. And by the way, I'm going to link each one of these videos in the description. It's funny, there's a number of videos in this top 10 that were part of like a series or a set, and the ones that have been viewed more are actually the ones that I would say aren't as interesting. So I think I might have only caught 1 bass, maybe 2, and I was over there because this was one of those several lakes around here where they claim that there's muskie in it, but then when you actually ask people that know the lake, you find out that there haven't been muskie there for since the 80s. So I don't know, it's not that remarkable of a video in my opinion. I just kind of walk around the lake, try out some different spots. I think I ended up catching a bass or 2 in some grass near the shore on like a Texas rig or something. Anyway, at number 8 with 924 views is my review of the Rapala fishing game for the Kinect on Xbox. I'm not a video game guy. This video is also related to my foot injury because I couldn't really walk around for a while, so I was trying to think of fishing related things I could do at home. filming indoors, so the video quality is pretty poor, but I don't know, I guess the video game crowd came and watched this one, but it's obviously not a very new game, so it's not very topical in any way, shape, or form. Man, this is a ringing endorsement for my channel right now. Wait till the next video and I'll show you some better stuff. Number 7 is one of, I think, 8 total videos that I made out of 2 trips to Minnesota for ice fishing season. This was the very first video I made. It's called Sleeping on 3 Feet of Ice. This one, I don't think a single fish is caught, but it might be interesting for people to watch if you've never, been part of that, like, scene where you have an actual, like, what's it called, a shanty or a shack that you fish out of. These are nice ones though, with beds, and we actually slept there for 2 nights the first time and 3 nights the second time. So it's interesting if you've never seen something like that before, but yeah, as far as it's a little, it lacks the fish. Number 6 is called Scup for Sup. Again, it's part of a series where I would actually select the other video from my Rhode Island series. This was a couple years ago at this point. But scup is what New Englanders call, what we call porgy down here. In New England, they call it scup. Only caught 1, brought it back to our campground, cooked it up and ate it. Again, I don't know, I think it's funny. I get a lot of my more popular videos, view-wise, are saltwater videos, and that's where I feel like people come in and don't realize that I'm mostly a freshwater fisherman, and I fully admit I don't really know what I'm doing on saltwater. So some of these videos get some interesting comments, but yeah. So maybe I should, if I want more views, maybe I should really do more saltwater fishing. But anyway, I remember the fish tasted really good, and that's about it. But there's the other video is from Rhode Island. I like it a lot better. That's actually going to make my other list. Okay, how about number 5? Holiday fishing in St. Lucia. That was one of 3 videos. It was again the first one. I caught one. Well, it's silly. My most viewed videos, I don't really catch anything. So this one I caught a fish called a cowong off camera, and then the resort like cooked it up for me. Maybe it's kind of like the ice fishing one, where it's like if you've never really, if you've never done something like this before, it might be kind of interesting to see how it works. And I have to say, the fishing actually was not as great as I thought it was going to be. The resort we stayed at, Coconut Bay, is on the Atlantic side, and it gets very windy. The Caribbean side is where most of the resorts are, and the water's calmer, more protected, and I think the fishing's better. However, I want to say that the staff at Coconut Bay in St. Lucia was amazing. They were great. And we even made some friends, and one gentleman actually painted a piece of art for my wife and I and sent it home with us. Refused to accept any cash for it. Just really sweet. It's actually on display in our dining room right now. So we had a great time. The fishing wasn't great, and the other 2 videos I catch a few more fish, although it's mostly cowong. Number 4 is called What Can't an Inline Spinner Catch? I'm proud that that is my 4th most viewed video, only because I feel like that kind of represents most accurately like the kind of videos I like to make. It's fishing at a place that's pretty local to me, and I catch 4 different species, I think, all on the Thomas EP spinner. If you've probably heard me say before that Leo Sheng, Extreme Philly Fishing, is like my my YouTube fishing idol, and that's one of his go-to lures. It's probably his favorite lure. So I feel like I would have made Leo proud out there in that video. So yeah, I don't know why a lot of people end up watching it. I don't know what directs traffic to that video, but I'm glad it's out there. I'm glad that it's doing well. Number 3, Atlantic City jetty fishing, saltwater. Another one that's part of an Atlantic City series. Well, it was, I think, only 2 videos, but the first video I like a lot more. I catch a lot more fish, different fish, but you know, it was fun. I mean, I've really rarely, I can't think of another time I did a video on a jetty, except actually another one from St. Lucia. But so I don't know, I caught a couple northern kingfish, a couple dogfish, good backdrop. I don't know, some of these, maybe it's the thumbnail that piques people's interest, but and of course there's a little secret field trip to what's it called, Ripley's Believe It or Not, at the end of that one, so that's fun. But yeah, Atlantic City jetty fishing, number 3. Number 2, this video pisses a lot of people off. This is fishing the New York City water supply legally. I freely admit that the title is a little bit clickbaity, so I fished Kensico Reservoir, and a lot of the folks that are regulars at the Kensico Reservoir, I suspect people that have boats chained up at the Kensico Reservoir, are very protective about this body of water, and somehow feel that a YouTuber with a couple hundred subscribers who can only cover about a quarter mile of shoreline on foot is somehow a threat to the integrity of the Kensico Reservoir. That's not what bothers me the most about this video. It's that, you know, I don't find it that interesting. I catch 1 fish, I lose 2 other fish, so as I've responded in the comments to some of these guys, like, it's not exactly a ringing endorsement. I have gone back there with my camera maybe 2 more times and caught nothing. So go figure. I feel like people gotta kind of pick their battles. Like, go mess with John B or somebody who has 1 million subscribers. My goodness. Anyway, yeah, and I realize that some of these videos only have so many views because they're some of my oldest videos. But so we'll see in the coming months and years, you know, what kind of traction the videos I'm making now get. Oh, wonderful, we got a dog. Now, number 1 is multi-species mayhem at the Coney Island Pier, and that has 8,009 views at the present time. That was a video I made my first summer doing this. At the time, I was very proud of the editing on that video, even though looking back it's not that great. But at the time, I was, you know, kind of trying to make my videos kind of cinematic, so to speak. You know, I don't know, something about the subway doors opening in that first sequence. I don't know, it has a very New York vibe, a very Coney Island vibe to it, and I'm glad I captured that. However, this video gets a lot of comments too, mostly about my misidentifying of species, and I've clarified in the comments that, you know, I've learned a lot more about species identification since then. I've clarified that within days of making that video, I already knew that I had made some mistakes, but I'm not gonna like go back and re-edit it and post it again. So yeah, saltwater, I'm not an expert, and I made some identification mistakes, namely that pinfish, or what I called pinfish, were baby porgy. I do note that pinfish are in the porgy family, but okay, I was wrong, sue me. So that is number 1. I do like that video. There were a lot of fish caught, a lot of species, a climactic ending with a shark. I mean, a dogfish, but it was my first of anything in the shark family, so that was cool. But yeah, so I think the next video in this series is going to be a little more fun to watch, because they're the videos that I'm most proud of, that I think are actually, you know, interesting or exciting, or dare I say action-packed. These are ones, a lot of them have me scratching my head, the ones from today, but they're out there and they're linked in the description, so feel free to watch them, see what all the fuss is about. Anyway, guys, I hope this was fun and different. I hope you're out there catching, because I certainly am not, and we'll see you on down the trail. Fish like there's no tomorrow. Peace.